Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Dutch Dragon. We're gonna play a new strategy game called Hard West, based on the Wild West in the US of A. And without further delay, let's hit campaign and watch an introduction movie. Gonna start at the beginning, of course we are. Let's not play Iron Man because that will get everyone killed. Let's play it like this. Some combat injuries, medium setting, and let's start.
The Old West was a hard place. The only thing in abundance was poverty and firearms. Combine alcohol and hopelessness with greed, envy, lust, and pride, and death is often the result. Crude cabins stood alone in the wilderness, cut off from the outside world. People knew to mind their own business, but isolated, they grew ignorant and superstitious. Some said the devil walked the earth, said lost souls haunted and possessed the living, pushing them past the edge of sanity. In this harsh and dangerous country, no one had it easy, including your family. You were 6 years old when you traveled the Oregon Trail with your mother and father. Food was scarce, and your father, despite being a fine tracker and a crack shot, failed to find any game. It was as if every animal on the trail was spooked by some evil force. Your old man found a small village and tried to trade equipment for food, but this village was overrun by outlaws. They took your mother and decided to trade you and your father to white slavers. But he managed to break free, told you to hide, and set out to save her.
Alright, so bit of a drastic beginning. Learning the ropes. Do you want to play the tutorial? Yeah, let's do it. Hard West is turn-based. You start. Okay. In the mission, your father must rescue your mother, who's been kidnapped by evil men. Alright. You can only move within the range. Alright. So, these yellow lines. And it wants me to move here. That puts me in cover. And the bigger the yellow shield, the better the cover is. So, we're in full cover now, I think. We've detected an enemy. All characters marked with red shields upon them are enemies. Alright. Enemy's out of cover. Yeah, he's right in the open. So your shot will be very effective. Shoot. Oh, he sets the target by default. That's good. We have a 70% chance to hit. We'll do 4 damage. Let's try it. Alright, that's a goner. Action points. Most actions require action points based on these little sheriff stars here. Alright, makes sense. So it's a turn-based game. Get to go and then they get to go until someone's dead, I guess. Alright, each character has a certain amount of luck. High luck protects them from enemy shots, but when they miss, luck is depleted. Okay. So, this one's in cover 2 from my angle. You see the shield right here. So I have 2 points. So 1 point is moving here. The second one will be shooting. That should kill him. Well, 68%. Yeah, that's a kill. It's probably a kill every time in the tutorial. Alright, time to reload. Okay. Shadow spotting. In broad daylight you can locate enemies by their shadows. Well, it's good that they tell me that because there's no way I would have thought of that. But yeah, there is a shadow. You see sort of a gun here. I can't shoot him, right? I can't shoot. I guess it's some kind of tent with just leather, so I probably can shoot through it. Yep. Enemy turn. missing me again. Good. We ran out of luck and are bound to be shot. You must take cover. Alright. Wants me to go here. Okay. Oh, that's a crate. Cool. Ow. Did get hit there. Father was hit for 1 point damage. Alright. So we're down from 8 to 7. Fanning. Fire 3 shots with 20% aim penalty. Alright, so we shoot a little less effective. But we get 3 shots, so let's hope one of them hits. 2 of them hit, wow. Alright. Outlaw was killed. Rescue her. That's it for the tutorial. You're on your own now. Alright. Right. That guy's dead. Well, let's run in, I guess.
She was nowhere to be found. He saw the box. What was in it?
I don't know. Let's check.
The simple wooden box contained a head. Your mother's head. Afterwards,
Right,
your father
okay.
found one of the gunmen still alive. The dying man rambled on about some unholy obligation, about promises made by the devil himself, and the rewards they would find in hell.
Mission complete. Alright, let's continue. So that's the basics of the game. There's another one called XCOM that's pretty much the same idea, but then in the future fighting aliens and all that.
You and your father were alive, but all your supplies were destroyed. No way you'd make it to Oregon now. Your father decided to stay put and build a life right there. Many years passed, and you grew up. You became a man.
After the fight, so the two of you took over the ruined railroad company, the buildings, and tried your hands at farming. Alright, continue. The soil was dry and the land was dangerous. You spent 10 long years scratching out an existence from the dirt. Now you were grown, you figured the two of you would try for Oregon again. Alright, it's what your mother would have wanted. Continue. Gold, who would have thought they find it here, and just when you needed the cash for the journey, time to strike it rich and get out of town before the outlaws and madmen show up. As they always do. Alright. The masked man controlled all the gold mining. His henchmen sold you a license that let you run 9 prospecting operations. Okay. So we got some locations. That's our home. That is Meadow, neighbor's house, and Ugly Ditch. Let's go mine some gold. I think that's over here. Ugly Ditch. Everyone said there was a place for gold down in the ditch, but most of it was buried deeper under hard rock. Alright, so I have 35 gold. Yeah, let's rinse because that's all we can do. So that didn't get me, yeah, it did get me some gold. Alright. Prospecting costs 15, gaining 31. So that's 16 profit. Alright. Now that we have that, we can extract the deeper gold, costing us 40. But since it says it's buried under deep rock, it should give us more profit as well. So let's do that. Well, collect the deeper gold. But it costs 40, we gain 48. It's still profit, but not exactly great. Let's leave. And let's go for the neighbor's house. It looked like the house was inhabited, alright. You pay them a visit and they turn out to be kind people. Okay, you exchange pleasantries and the customary promises to help one another. More importantly, you met Florence, their beautiful, kind-hearted daughter. All you exchanged were a few glances, but you found yourself smitten. Ooh, they tipped me off about some promising spots. Alright, let's...
From the day you first laid eyes on Florence, she was all you could think about. It wasn't just desire that she inspired in you. It was the way she saw the best in you. The way she made you feel.
Alright, let's hunt for deeper gold here as well. Ah, that's the profit we're talking about. Costed 40. We gained 59, so that's a 55 increase. Let's go here as well. Let's go for the hard rock this time. Cool. We invested 100 and we gained 226 in return. Yeah, I guess there's no need to do it the other two ways because we already used the most expensive one. So let's move on to another one. Collapse mine. Collapsed years ago on top of a bunch of miners. Burying them alive, their wives and children still decorate the entrance with flowers. Not sure that's a good idea, but let's try. Okay, we found some skeletons. I like an adventure, so let's go in deeper. A little gold, but still not much. You will move onwards. Wounded and weary, you eventually reach the end of the farthest tunnel, and there inside a massive stash of gold. The air must have poisoned you because as you went to pick it up, you hallucinated. Alright, and I found a tall man smiling and smoking. As you turned to leave, he said, "Just so you're clear, that's mine. But you can borrow it for a while," alright? Okay. Let's leave. 600 gold now, good. I think there's one more left to visit. Wow. Prospectors led by Alexander Kane have been collecting gold using rinsing pans. Kane had vast knowledge of placer gold retrieving techniques. Alright. So I think we can buy some kind of skill here. I'm not sure. You can use simple techniques. Boosting the rinsing by 25%. Or we can become an expert and get more rinsing 75%. Since rinsing is the cheap way to make gold, I think it's best to invest a lot into the tech and then earn it back one step at a time. Alright, cool. Oh, we can't do any rinsing here. We've already been there, so let's go back. Let's do some rinsing then, see if it pays out. No, not really. But we got something. That's the timer. Alright, overnight, several nearby homesteads and settlements were raided. Attack on my house is imminent, so I think it's time to go home and actually continue with the combat. I think these are sort of side thingies between combat and you can get some money and invest it, like the tech we just picked up. I'm gonna click my home now and that will probably lead to combat, so we'll use that for the next episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this will be a new series, a good one, so leave a comment if you want this to continue and I'll make it so. See you guys, goodbye.